This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, once again, very good morning and thanks for joining. Welcome to the new batch 39. We are going to start today. We are going to start a basic concepts. What is SQL? Hope the people who are already having experience and who are having good knowledge on SQL, maybe this session little bit you already know, but still the people who are starting their journey with the SQL Server. They should know about what is SQL, where we started, where we are standing, how to purchase the products, everything. What are the products Microsoft is supporting? These concepts we must and should know. That's what today concept. From tomorrow onwards, we'll go for a little bit internals. Okay, whole next 10 days uh, is completely more to on theoretical because we should so strong on base concept so that whatever concept next we are going to discuss that you will become so strong. Feel free to stop me anytime, everyone. I'm just requesting, stop me anytime, raise your voice, okay? uh, Clarify your doubts within the session or next day, but stop me. Don't sit idle, okay? Don't make just one man show. Just stop me anytime. It's not like a once we complete 1 hour or 2 hours, then raise your voice and ask the questions. That won't agree because firstly, whatever we are discussing, you not understanding. Ending, what you will ask, because that concept we already done. Stop me at the same concept. We'll see because the session may go to 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours. No problem, sir. Okay. So that is only one thing. On day one, I'm telling, stop me. Okay, and one more thing, give me more time. Two things, stop me, give me more time. If you give more time, we'll discuss a lot about more about SQL. Okay, so first 1 week, so completely theoretical. Most of the people will be get bored, but again, that is core component of SQL Server. You must and should know. Okay, from next week onwards, we'll go for concept wise, which will make more comfortable and more feeling okay, we know something about SQL Server. Okay, lots on theoretical. First day one, I'm telling you should learn theoretical concept. Either you are troubleshooting, you are doing something, you should learn theoretical. And one more thing is, if you uh, if you know the more theoretical base concept, you will become strong in entire SQL Server. That I will promise you. Okay, now sir, let's again, I'm requesting, stop me anytime. Now, let's discuss about little bit about history of SQL Server. It's not like a, 5 years ago or 10 years ago or like 15 years ago. It's like a 20 plus years ago, where Microsoft is not having any database. Microsoft is not having any database. Okay, so Microsoft and IBM worked together to build a operating system. Basically, that time 25 years ago, Microsoft is not having any database, but IBM is having database called DB2. IBM is having database called DB2. IBM is maintained DB2 database. Now also DB2 database is available, and mostly this database they will use for AS400 mainframes. Okay, all your ATM machines are working with AS400 and mainframes operating systems, mainframes tools. Okay, for them, so mostly they will use DB2 database. So whenever Microsoft and IBM worked together to build an operating system, actually to build an operating system. Okay, so they started both worked together and they build operating system. Okay, OS2. Now no more OS2, but they build a operating system OS2. Okay, OS2. Okay, then they went to the market to sell. So IBM started selling the OS2 operating system. Even so, Microsoft is also starting selling the operating system OS2. Both started selling the operating system which they designed. Then IBM came with the strategy called Okay, whoever purchase OS2 will give 1 year DB2 database license free, and to everyone shown interest to purchase the from IBM because they are getting additional a offer called additional a database DB2. But at that time, Microsoft is not having any database. So then Microsoft thought that okay, let's okay, that time itself Microsoft thought that okay, uh, how important the database is playing, because a lot of customers shown interested to purchase from IBM because he is getting a database license free for 1 year. Whoever purchasing the OS2 operating system. No, it's a business strategy. What kind of nature, what kind of um IBM done to the Microsoft, because that time Microsoft is not having any database. Okay, let's that is not a best thing where micro IBM done for Microsoft, because both came up with the design with operating system, but once they enter into the market, IBM shown its business strategy. Then then Microsoft thought that okay, database will plays very crucial role. Then Microsoft and talk to Sybase, his organization, and Sybase is also database. Okay, Sybase is organization actually. Actually, it is organization, but we have the Sybase database. Okay, we have the Sybase database, and we can also call it as a grandpa for our SQL Server till SQL Server 2005. Thereafter, completely it's a SQL Server till SQL Server 2005. A little bit code is used by the Sybase as well. Sybase and Astron Tata. Okay, these two organizations combined with the Microsoft. These three organizations came came up with a and worked together actually. Basically, these three organizations work together and Microsoft built SQL Server 1.0 database. 1.0 database. This is the first database where Microsoft has been built with 16-bit operating system under OS2. OS2. Now there is no more 16-bit operating system, no more 32-bit operating system. Now completely we are working with 64-bit operating system. But earlier, sir, like 20 plus years ago, 20 plus years ago, there is no the operating system only we are using is OS2 and Mac OS or iOS devices. Correct. So Microsoft built with SQL Server 1.0, okay, with 16-bit operating system along with OS2 operating OS2 16-bit OS2 operating system 16-bit. Then he started innovating every year to year. He developing the database like anything. Now finally we are under SQL Server 2022. SQL Server 2022. So when you go to the there is a blog. Okay, SQL Server dot build dot blogspot.com. Okay, so this is the block. Everyone make a notes or somewhere. Or so every time I will ping in the chat window. Anyone take this opportunity and ping in your WhatsApp group. That is also very good. Okay, anyone just ping that link to your WhatsApp group. And here uh, now we are currently using SQL Server 2022. Where we started SQL Server 1.0, then 1.1, 4.2, 4.2b, okay, 4.21a, 6.0, 6.5, 7.0, 7.0 OLTP tools, 2000, 2064-bit operating system, okay, 2005. Now, Microsoft lot of changes made in the SQL Server 2005 in the installation, in the designing, in the backend code. He done lot of changes. Now it's a completely Microsoft code internally where we are using for entire our SQL Server database. Before that, it's a mixture like SQL Server along with Sybase. So in the year 1989, Microsoft released SQL Server 1.0 version with the help of Sybase, Astron Tata. He released, And in the year 2000 SQL Server 2005, he completely redesigned the code in the back end, sir. Now, when you connect to the SQL Server, so if you connect to the SQL Server, you won't see any difference. But in the back end, he done lot of changes, and he completely redesigned his code with completely SQL, not with Sybase. Questions? Just history. It's just knowledge kind of information about where we started, where we are standing currently. Every version, Microsoft improved lot his SQL Server database in the form of dashboards, in the form of framework, in the form of securities. Okay, security. He enhanced a lot actually. Features like whenever you go to the operating system. See, earlier we used to Windows XP. Later on we used to Windows Vista. Later on we used to Windows 8 with the Android feature, 8.1, 10. Now we are using 11. Windows 11 is completely uh, like Android flavors. Like how he is enhancing his operating system, same way he is enhancing SQL Server as well. And 2022 having lot of features, lot of enhancement. We will discuss that thing later on, sir. What are the features enhanced in every version? Okay, version to version, what is the enhancement? What are the features? What are the advantages? Okay, we will discuss at the ending. Make a note, everyone. Questions? Okay, if no questions, let's move on, sir. So Microsoft having lot of versions, almost SQL Server 2012. Microsoft has been everyone able to hear? No? Yes?
Yes, yes, we are able to hear you.
Okay. Okay. No, no, no. My network got fluctuated. Disconnected. Okay. Now, everyone able to see my screen?
Yeah, Subbu.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Now, uh, uh, till SQL Server 2012, Microsoft has been completely stopped its support. Okay. Uh, from 2014, see, sir, when you go to the SQL Server build.blogspot.com, so Microsoft has been stopped completely out of support. Absolutely, Watson's out of support, sir. Okay, now Microsoft has been stopped the support till SQL Server 2012. Now Microsoft will start supporting 2014, 2016. Means what is this support, sir? Warranty. You know about warranty, right? Whenever you are purchasing a product, you will see first the warranty, how long the warranty is. Like it's a 2 years warranty or 5 years warranty or 10 years warranty or 15 years warranty. So like that, for SQL Server is also having the support in case when you install SQL Server 2012. For example, if you install SQL Server 2012 and you are having some issue and it's very difficult, means you are unable to resolve that issue, any one of your team members, and you want Microsoft help, you can go and create a case to the Microsoft. So Microsoft, any one of the Microsoft engineer will contact you and he will help you to fix that issue until it get resolved. Right? That kind of support Microsoft is stopped for till SQL Server 2012. Last year, so last year July, uh, SQL Server 2012 has been stopped. Now in case of, for example, you may ask one question. So for example, already working and I'm having my applications are running in SQL Server 2012. Subbu, what I can do now, try to encourage to upgrade your SQL Server, talk to your application team, try to encourage your application team to upgrade your SQL servers. older than. But still, even sir, forget about 2012. That just 7 to 8 months it has been, the support has been stopped by Microsoft. But forget about 2000, 2005. Still, couple of projects are still using 2000, 2005, 2008, 2008 R2 and 2012. Still, you may also get a chance to work with 2000 as well, because there is application compatibility, sir. Couple of applications are older application that they wanted to use, that application only compatible to SQL Server 2000. So still, sir, nowhere Microsoft that tell that you can't use SQL Server which has been stopped. You can use it, sir. But what is the main problem? In case you stuck somewhere, you are unable to fix the issue. If you wanted to get help from Microsoft, no, you won't get it, sir. You need to fix it. You need to fix it, and you won't get any patches or updates, nothing from Microsoft for the versions which has been stopped. Okay. That's what, sir. That is very important concept. That is nothing but we'll discuss in the licensing part. So everyone will think that okay, Microsoft contains only SQL Server. No, sir. Microsoft contains lots of products, lots of products. So MS Office is a Microsoft product. Excel is a Microsoft product. PowerPoint is a Microsoft product. Excel is a Microsoft product. Hold on, sir. One second. Let me switch to my laptop. Yeah. Everyone able to hear? Unable to see?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, sir. We opened different Wi-Fi. Okay. So Microsoft means, everyone will think that Microsoft contains only SQL Server. Come on, yaar. What's the why? Okay. No worries. Okay. So it contains lots of products. Almost 600 plus products Microsoft has been supporting. Out of that, SQL Server is also one product. Your operating system is also one product. Teams also one product. SharePoint is also one product. MS Office is also one product. PowerPoints. Okay. So lots of products, sir. Microsoft contains supports lots of products actually. So .NET is Microsoft product. SharePoint is a Microsoft product. MS Office is Microsoft product. Teams is Microsoft product. Active Directory is a Microsoft product. So when you go to the Microsoft products, okay, if you go to the products, if you go to the products, almost 729 products Microsoft is supporting. Almost 729 products are Microsoft supporting, like .NET, Azure, customer care frameworks, Dynamic, okay, Microsoft 365, Microsoft Edge, Microsoft servers, Office, Serverlights, okay, SQL Server, Visual Studio, Windows. So again, we are SQL engineers, SQL Server database administrator. If you go to the SQL Server, you will see all the SQL related services what Microsoft is supporting. So if you open something, so for example, if you open SQL Server 2016, for example, okay, here you will get again little bit information, sir. SQL Server 2016 has been released in the June 1st, 2016, and main support is till 2021, and extended support is 2026. So whenever you purchase a product, they will tell you, right? By default, you will get 1 year warranty, 1 year support. If you want extended for 2 years or 5 years, you need to pay some additional amount. So like that, there is extended support as well. You can extend your support for 5 years. What if by default Microsoft is providing almost 5 years support 5 years support, and you can also extend for 5 more years. Total 10 years Microsoft is supporting for one SQL Server version. Getting everyone? So uh, everyone will think that okay, Microsoft is having okay, Microsoft is having only operating system, is having only Teams, is having MS Office. So Microsoft contains lots of products, sir. Contains lots of product. If you go to the Azure, so for example, oh sorry, if you go to the Azure, so what are the products Microsoft is supporting? See, Azure DevOps, Azure Synonyms, Azure IoT, Azure Stack, Azure DevOps servers, Azure Unmanageable Disk. Okay, like Microsoft Azure itself supporting almost 39 services. Out of these, okay, out of these, Azure Data Factory, Azure Synonyms, Azure DevOps, those are a little bit more interesting, more important, sir. Azure SQL Managed Instance, we are going to discuss. Azure SQL Database, we are going to discuss. Azure VMs, we are going to discuss. Azure Networks, we are going to discuss. Couple of things we are discussing in Azure as well, sir. Like, see, if you go to the productivities, SharePoint, Office, both are productivities. If you go to the platforms, SQL database, analysis service, data quality service, analytics, okay, integration service, reporting services, master data service, mobile report publishers. Okay, if you go to the services, again we have no worries. Whoever listening first time, it's difficult to get this terminology. Okay, keep on our next 60 to 70 days. We'll discuss every concept in depth. Okay, so here this concept we are going to discuss. I am not discussing development part, sir, but analysis service will cover, IA service will cover, reporting services will cover. Even you are a DBA, you should know about these three tools, how it will works. Okay, how it will works, what is the mechanism as a DBA, because you need to install analysis service. You need to troubleshoot performance issue on analysis service. You need to troubleshoot, you need to install, you need to configure reporting services. You need to deploy SSS packages. Okay, so installation part, permission parts, performance troubleshooting, we should take care. So you should have good understanding what these three tools will do. Anyone knows about MSBA course? MSBA, Microsoft Business Intelligence, MSBA. So these three tools are belong to the MSBA, sir. It's a separate course. Okay, how we are learning SQL developer, SQL DBAs. Okay, like MSBA is also Microsoft Business Intelligent. Is a good separate course. In that course, these three will plays a crucial role in in on premises. When you go to the cloud, Azure Data Factory, Azure Data Factory will plays a crucial role. It's the just replacing of this integration service. In on-premises, we'll call it as an integration service. When you go to the cloud, you will call it as a Azure Data Factory. In on-premises, you will call it as in like a SQL, Microsoft SQL Server. In cloud, you will call it as a SQL database and a managed instance. These are the two different platforms, platform as a service. Okay, no worries. That's what. Keep on our journey. We'll discuss a lot many things. Azure Active Directory will discuss. VMs will discuss. Database as a service will discuss. Azure Storage Account will discuss. Azure MI will discuss. Power BI will discuss. Okay, so almost 7 to 8 services will discuss apart from SQL. That is what I'm requesting, sir. Give me more time. Okay, so we'll cover lot many things. At least I am not telling that everything we'll discuss in span of 60 days or 70 days. It's not easy, sir. But most of the people will tell, okay, 30 days we'll discuss, 15 days we'll discuss, 40 sessions we'll discuss, 40 hours we'll discuss, 50 hours we'll discuss. I am not sure about them. Okay, almost we are spending almost If, for example, if 80 sessions, almost 160 hours, still we are having a lot of concepts here to discuss. So 60 days is not sufficient. Even maybe we need to plan for 90 days, but no students are interested for 90 days. And if we ask more money, no one will join, sir. Here, two things: time, money. Okay, so whatever is very important for your career, we'll discuss everything. Okay, so SQL is not a easy technology. Most of the people will tell SQL Server is bit easy. No, sir, will make more complex so that you will show confidence when you are working in the real world. Again, it's a complete end-to-end real world. There is no where we are discussing just theoretical part done. No, nothing. Everything will see practical demos. Okay, we'll configure, we'll see, we'll discuss, everything we'll discuss. But everything, no, sir. Whatever important for your career, that we will cover most of the things. Okay, questions about Microsoft products. So everyone will think that okay, we are Microsoft, sir. Microsoft product. We out of 729, we are using one product called SQL Server, database product. Okay, database product. Questions? No questions? Are you there, everyone? Hello? No one?
Oh, good. Good. So,
Oh,
what's
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, so when you go to the purchasing any products, okay, either if you go to the Amazon or if you go to the storerooms, assume for example you are going to purchase a laptop, you are going to purchase AC, you are going to purchase uh, washing machine, any product, sir, any product. Okay, so what you will see, what are the features, what are the features, and you will also see the uh, in varieties, right, sir? In if you take the mobiles also, you're having basic mobile, somewhat premium mobile, somewhat advanced mobile. Okay, like same if you go to the SQL server. So for example, if you go to the SQL server, okay, one thing is versions. Which version your application is compatible, or they are planning. So that decision they will come to you, sir. Application team will come to you, and you will also sometimes will also provide our suggestions, because they know, okay, they know whenever they go to the Google and they will search in the Google, okay, they will find a couple of versions, but they don't know what are the features are available, what are the enhancement, whether that features are whatever they are expecting, whether that expectation is available in the current version, current edition. We don't know, they don't know specially. So you need to talk to, sometimes you may also talk to your application team and tell them, okay, what you are expecting from this SQL server, what kind of activities you are performing on SQL server, what kind of securities you wanted to implement on SQL server. Maybe you may also get a chance to work with application team. Okay, mostly like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years experienced people don't get this much opportunity to talk to directly application team whenever they're coming with new applications. But make a note, sir. Every time simply you will get one ticket, so everyone will get one ticket to install SQL server. Okay, what we will do, we'll assign the ticket, we'll go to the server, we'll install the SQL server by copying the setup file. By copying the setup file, we'll try to install the SQL server. Basically 70 to 80% people will do the same activities, but you may also get a chance You may also get a chance to go into the call with the customers and get some inputs from them. What kind of application, what kind of transactions, how many users are connecting to the server, what is the workload, what is the workload, okay, and what they're expecting from this SQL, what they're expecting from this SQL. Okay, based on that, what version they want to install, whether that version is good for them or not. You need to make also sessions. Very rare case you will get this opportunity. Okay, once 1 second, sir. Okay, so uh, just but when you look here, you came to know, okay, these are the versions are available. Okay, these many SQL Server versions are available, and currently we are under Microsoft still supporting 2014, 2016, 2017, 2019, and 2022. Okay, so assume, sir, what kind of application means? Take for example, everyone knows about banking. Everyone knows about Indian people will know about ICICI Bank or SBI Bank or any bank, sir. In foreigns they will HSBC Bank, Citibank. Okay, so these are international banks. For example, you are working for a banking sector, and you got one idea. Okay, I need to design one application. I need to design one application for stock exchanging, stock market, stock market. I need to design one application so that within that application you can purchase the stock, you can sell the stock, you can see, you can monitor everything, you can play with that application, that app. For them, for that, you need developers, you need to DBAs as well, because where you are going to maintain. So for example, if you go to the Google and if you search for Tata, okay, Motors stock, just shares, just press here, sir. See, almost 1 day data you are able to see here, and you are able to see 5 days data, you are able to see 1 month data, you are able to see 6 months data, you are able to see 1 year's data, 1 year data you are able to see, you are able to see 5 years data, you are able to see max almost 20 years data you are able to see. Where you are going to store all this? Somewhere they need to store, right? Yes or no? Where they started actually? What is the price they started? Where they are standing now currently? They started with 35 rupees Indian currency. Now they are standing at 427 rupees. Where they started, now where they are standing. What are the up? What are the down? In case the market is completely down, it will maximum go for 70. Max it went for 70, not below 70 till 10 years, 3 years. Now, somewhere you are monitoring this value, side, where you are going to store database. That can be SQL, that can be Oracle, that can be MySQL, PostgreSQL, Amazon Aurora, Cosmos DB, Sybase, anything, sir. Somewhere you are going to store your data. So that data, if you are storing in SQL Server, then we are supporting SQL Server, sir. Okay, so that is how the work will start. Someone will come with one idea. Okay, I want to design one application. For this application, we want this many developers, we want this many DBAs, we want this many databases, we want to use SQL or Oracle or MySQL or somewhere, whatever. This is how the IT is working actually. When you getting one idea, then that contains lots of team. It's not a one man show, sir. It's a team show. Getting my point, everyone? So what IT people is doing? Same thing, sir. You got one idea. For that idea, you want to design one Android application. You want to design one website. You want to design one website. You want to design one Android application. You want to design one iOS application. Okay, then DBS will come, developers will come, analytics will come. Everyone will come, sir. Actually, what kind of application it is, what kind of activities you are performing. Getting my point? Understanding, sir? At least everyone tell yes. Okay, I will little bit happy if you are understanding. If not, again I can repeat. No worries. Okay, so what DBA people will do, sir? We are dealing with the data. So please be careful because you are dealing with the data. So for example, this Tata Motors application backend they are using SQL Server, and that is our project. What is our project? Tata Motors is my project. We are maintaining 700 SQL servers, 1000 SQL servers, 2000 SQL servers. So like Exxon Mobil, for example, Exxon Mobil in US it's one of the topmost oil and gas in US. It's the topmost oil, second largest revenue, world second largest revenue, Exxon Mobil in US. So almost we maintain almost 5000 servers, only SQL servers, sir. Think about how complex project it is. We maintain almost 5,000 SQL servers. Servers, SQLs. Forget about databases. This is one SQL. Forget about databases, sir. I'm not discussing about databases. So 5,000 servers. Within that, we are having couple of instances having 100 databases, 200 databases, 500 databases. So you may also get a complex projects. You may also get very medium projects. You may get very small projects. One of our student is maintaining only 10 to 15 SQL servers. When I just started my career, I used to maintain only 8 SQL servers and no work for me. So what kind of projects you are getting, that will also make more strong, sir. Okay, just expect good projects. If you are getting good project, you will learn very quickly. Don't get afraid. First, initially, everyone will get afraid because we don't know anything about SQL, right? Definitely will get afraid. But keep on our journey. You will learn lot of things. Okay, so every how the completely IT structure is designed means it's a mixture of developers, testers, DBAs, okay, Windows team, network team, storage team. Okay, so lot many teams are working together to fulfill one project, sir. To fulfill one project, lot many teams are working in the back end. Got you, everyone? So when you decide, okay, I need to install SQL Server, you need to get a base concept. What is that, sir? Which SQL Server version we wanted to install, and what is the edition? We'll discuss, sir, in the coming sessions. Okay, what is the what different editions are available? Each editions, what are the advantages? What are the restrictions? We can't say disadvantages, restrictions. Okay, so are available. We'll check. Okay, so just when we got a ticket, blindly don't go and install SQL Server. That is not at all a best practice. Blindly don't go and install SQL Server how you are installing in your laptops. I not only SQL Server, sir. If you go for Oracle, MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, any, sir, blindly we should not install because it's a real world. It's a real world. You should get lots of information Once you got all the information, best practices, then you are good to go and proceed to install the SQL Server. Okay. Now,
Okay.
yes, this is very very important concept, and everyone must and should know about this concept, sir. Okay, license, nothing but licenses, sir. Okay, whenever we are purchasing a product, what is the cost of the license? What is the cost of the license? Even, sir, when you are purchasing antivirus, when you are purchasing your operating systems, if you are purchasing um Goto meeting or Skype or Teams, everything they will maintain with the help of license. And what is the cost of that license? Cost of the license. And once you purchase the licenses, you will get the support. Basically, you will get the support. Whenever you are facing something, you will get the support. You will get the support. So when you decide to purchase the SQL Server, when you decide to purchase the SQL Server, okay, you need to see what kind of license you want to purchase. We are having two types of licenses. One is core based license, one is server plus cal license. Okay, so even if you are having lots of questions on your mind, and you want to clarify your doubts over the licensing, you need to create a case to the volume licensing team, sir. By default, if you create a ticket, that will go to the SQL team by default, but that is not a right team to clarify all your doubts to the licensing part. So what Microsoft done, sir, Microsoft completely maintained one separate team for license. That team name, they will call it as a volume licensing team, VLC, any VLC, volume licensing customers. So you need to contact Microsoft team, okay, Microsoft team members, to get more in case you are having still questions on your projects, and your application team is asking too many questions on licensing part. You can create a case to the Microsoft team. So any one of your Microsoft licensing team will contact you, and go in touch with them and get raise your questions and clarify your doubts with them. They are the right persons to clarify all your doubts, not anyone, sir. So Microsoft has maintained separate team for licensing. So when you decide, that's what, sir. Mostly this kind of stuff will get from more than 8 years or 10 years experience people. Okay, so 4 years, 5 years, very less time you will get this opportunity, but you mustn't should know about the this concept, sir. Because if your interview want to uh, know about your technical stuff, they may raise a question on licensing. How many types of licensing are available? What is the difference between core based license? What is the difference between server plus cal based license? Okay, then gone. If you don't know anything, even you are having 3 years experience, 4 years experience, you should know about this concept basically. You should know about this concept basically, sir. So in SQL Server, we're having two types of licensing. So if you go and search in Google, so for example, SQL Server, okay, licensing. So let's search for SQL Server 2019, sir. Okay, let me go to SQL Microsoft block itself. Let me go for SQL Server 2019. Scroll down, down, down. It contains lot of, sir. Okay, lots of information. Yeah. Scroll down, down. Where he mention, anywhere he mention. Come on, come on. I wanted to show you the pricing actually, basically. And we will discuss about what is core licensing, what is server plus cal licensing. Okay, go back. Just licensing, sir. We'll go for just licensing. We'll open this one. Yeah. Okay. Let me ping you this block. Okay. Now, sir, let me open a notepad. Notepad. Okay, and let me open a calculator. Both. Let's see, sir. Now, so we are having two types of licensing in SQL Server. We are having two types of licensing. One is core-based license. One is server plus cal-based license. First, we'll discuss about the core-based license. Then we'll go for server plus cal licensing, sir. So when you decide to purchase a server, a laptop, sir, when you decide to purchase a laptop, when you decide to purchase a server, okay. So what are the major components you will see? What is the core? What is memory? What is the storage? Agree, not agree?
Yes.
Correct? If you go to the Google and if you search with you go to search with Intel. So for example, if I go to the Intel, okay, products, processors. See, sir, we are having too many processors. Okay, Exynos scalables, Exynos processors, core Intel cores, Intel processor, Intel Atom processor. We are having different processor. For example, if I go to the Intel core processors, Intel core, everyone knows. In the Intel core again, we are having i3 processor, i5, i7, i9, X series, X series, next generation, sir. If I go to the again i7, so for example, if I go to the latest i9 processor, if I go to the i9 processors, okay, uh, come on, okay. Now, Caesar, if we go to the i9 processor, okay, what is the minimum cores you will get it? Sir, minimum you will get six cores. Minimum six core processor. See, sir, below no. Earlier, when you were purchasing old laptops, okay, if you go for i3 processor, so for example, if I go to the i3 processor, okay, you will get four cores. You will get two cores, correct? Yes or no? Are you there, online people? If you go to the i3 processor, sir, what is the minimum core? See, four cores, two cores, two cores. It will start with two cores. You can't purchase one core, sir. See, there is nowhere you will see one core processor when you are purchasing a laptop with Intel iCore i3. Minimum you will get two cores. So when you are purchasing laptop, when they are purchasing a server, how many cores they are going to build the operating system along with the operating system? Okay, so two cores or four cores or or six cores or eight cores or how many cores? How many cores? So when you are going for core based license, per core Microsoft is going to charge the price. Core based license. How many cores your operating system is built? Your laptop is built. Your laptop is built. Your server is built. How many cores are? Based on that, Microsoft will charge when you go for core based license. When you go for core based license, okay, Microsoft is charged per core base. Per core, Microsoft is going to charge, sir. So, what is the price Microsoft is will charge? So, for example, when you go to the enterprise, when you go to the enterprise, okay, so Microsoft is going to charge 13,748 per two cores. When you go to the enterprise, when you go to the enterprise, sir, for two cores, Microsoft is going to charge 13,748 dollar. If you convert into the Indian rupees, so 13,748 into approximately 80 rupees, sir. I'm just going for 80 rupees. So Microsoft is going to charge 10 lakhs for one SQL enterprise for two cores. For two cores. For one core, Microsoft is almost charging 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs for one core for 1 year. For one SQL Server instance. For one SQL Server instance, if you go for enterprise, if you go for two cores, Microsoft is going to charge 10 lakhs rupees, sir. If I'm going for eight cores, if I'm going for eight cores, now see, sir, what is the price Microsoft is charging? But when you compare to Oracle, SQL license is little low only, sir. That is one of the major reason most of the people will looking for SQL. So the license cost is bit low when you compare with Oracle. When you just compare with Oracle, SQL license is bit low. Okay, so now you got one idea how much we 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 are maintaining 5,000 servers, sir. Out of that, almost uh, 200 plus instances are in enterprise only, and they are running with 8 cores, 16 cores, 24 cores. Then how much they are going to pay for Microsoft per year? Getting my point? Are you there, online people?
Yes, yes, Subbu.
Okay, so when you go for core base, when you go for core base, so Microsoft is going to charge per core, sir. Core. Okay, and this is your license cost for enterprise edition. Now you no need to worry about operating system, nothing, sir. It's completely SQL. So it's you no more will get the Windows licensing, sir. Both it is a combination of both. It is both combination, sir. Again, sir, you no need to purchase your OS license. So it's a combination. It's a combination. That is at least Microsoft is providing. It's a combination both for your SQL Server along with your operating system license, enterprise level, volume licensing, hosting. Okay, if you go for standard edition, if you go for standard edition, okay, so Microsoft is going to support 3,586 dollars. So for example, if you go for standard edition, if you go for standard edition per two cores, Microsoft is going to charge 3,000, okay, 586. So if you go for Indian currency, sir, how huge the difference between standard and enterprise? Everyone noticed how huge the price difference, sir? Almost 2 lakhs Microsoft is going to, almost 3 lakhs Microsoft is going to charge for standard editions. In interview, they may ask you one question called which edition you will use more in real world. Don't tell enterprise, sir. We never use enterprise edition more. We will use mostly standard editions because cost. You see the difference of the cost, sir. Getting my point? Are you there?
Yes, Subbu. Yes, Subbu.
Cost. Cost is very important. You need to save the amount to the to your project. Don't spend too much amount to them, sir. So mostly 70% will use the standard edition. Not 70, 80% will use the standard edition. 20%, okay, 20% will use the enterprise editions. Not 20%, only 15%. And 5% will use the express editions. That Microsoft won't charge. Prices only for two, sir. One is enterprise, one is standard. Microsoft will charge for enterprise edition. Microsoft will charge for standard edition. Not he won't charge for express edition. He won't charge for PA edition. He won't charge for evaluation edition. Whatever. That's what we'll see, sir. That concept in coming days. Okay. So developers or web, no, sir. It's free. Free. Developer edition is free. Express edition is free. Web edition is also a little bit price, not that much price. Little bit price. Little bit. Okay, majorly you need to link about enterprise standard. Enterprise standard. So when you choose your application, choose uh, core based license. Okay, so this is how the Microsoft will charge, and the major advantage is unlimited users. The per core license options allows for unlimited users or device to access SQL Server. N number of users can connect to the SQL. N number of users can access your SQL. Means there is no limitation, sir. It's unlimited when you go for core based license. When you go for core based license, okay, unlimited users or unlimited device to access the SQL Server, both internal and external, both internal and external, and you don't and that is one of the major, sir. Most critical applications will go for core based license because you won't see any restrictions called only this many devices can connect, only this many users can connect to the SQL Server. Here it's unlimited. Getting my point? Core based license when you go for, but when you go for cal based license, if you go for cal based license, okay, server plus cal. So here two things, sir. One is cal stands for client access license. Client access license. Okay, so if you go to, I can provide you one block, sir. Okay, SQL Server Cal license. Okay, there is one block, sir. Please explain. Um, yeah, okay. This is one block and one more block. Not this one. No, no, not this one, sir. Hold on. Um, hmm, this one. You can go this. Instead of that, you can go to this one, sir. Okay. Okay. So if you go to the server plus cal licenser, okay, if you go to the server plus cal licensing, okay, you need to purchase license for server along you need to purchase for SQL Server. But here also a little bit uh, price lot of price difference are here. See, when you go to the cal based license, not for enterprise, sir, it's only for standard. And if you plan for enterprise, you need to go for core. You need to go for core. But if you plan for standard, in standard again two types. One is core license, one is cal license, server plus cal. For enterprise, only core license, sir. For enterprise, only core license. You must and should go for core licensing only. But when you go for standard, you can go for core based license. You can also go for standard license. Standard, so server plus cal license. When you go for server plus cal licensing, you need to purchase for server. So Microsoft is going to charge $899 for server, along with cal client access licensing. So Microsoft is going to charge for 209 for one, sir. So for example, let me show you the calculations, sir. You will get one idea. Okay, for example, server, you are going to purchase $899. 899 means, so for example, what is our Indian currency? 899 into 80. So for example, so Microsoft is going to charge 71,000 rupees per server, sir. Now, server. And you need to purchase for SQL. You need to purchase for SQL. So for example, I wanted to use only one client. Only one client can access my SQL server. Only one client, only one user means only one cl- uh, tool can access my SQL server. Only one client can access. So in that scenario, Microsoft is going to charge $209 per your SQL server. 209 into 1 means only, oh sorry, 80. Only for one, sir. 16,720 rupees Microsoft is going to charge per one user. Here bracket you need to keep all only for one client. Only one client can access SQL Server. Only one device can access SQL Server. Okay, one device. So if you wanted to increase that client, so two clients wanted to access the SQL Server into into 2. Three clients wanted to access SQL Server into 3. Four clients wanted to access SQL Server into 4. Six clients wants to access SQL Server into 6. Now you need to make it as a different calculation, sir. Now, if an example, 4 clients wanted to access 4. So into 4. So 66,880 Microsoft is going to charge per 4 clients. So almost almost it's almost 1.5 lakhs, uh, almost 1.5 lakhs Microsoft is going to charge. 1.5 lakhs, almost 1.5 lakhs Microsoft is going to charge per 4 clients. For 4 clients. Getting my point? Are you there? So when you go to the standard edition, again there are two core based license and server plus cal license. When you go for server plus cal license, you need to purchase for server, you need to purchase for client. How many clients want to access the SQL server? How Microsoft is going to charge means every licensing there is a 16 digits licensing code, sir. 456. Okay, space. Okay, so this is how one license ID will be generated when you purchase. So when you are installing SQL Server, by default you will get this licensing. With help of this license key, Microsoft is going to track everything. And you know about the audit, right? So Microsoft will also tell to, so for example, he will tell to Deloitte, uh, within a year or every 6 months or in a year, they will come to your organization, they will start auditing your license part. So this is how Microsoft is going to track how you are going to use your SQL licenses. Questions? Clear? Not clear? Everyone, are you there? Okay. So mhm, no questions? Yes, no? If no questions, let me stop here, sir. Tomorrow we'll continue. I'm just stopping the recording if no questions, okay?